Hello everyone. Today we have ourselves a PSA return and a special Beckett return to try and get that black label Beckett, which I doubt that card will be, but we'll find out later. We'll see. Let's be hopeful. Now this PSA return is a Holos only return from 1999 base set. And we have 1999 first edition Jungle and first edition Fossil. These are the Holos only. I picked out from the base set and Jungle and Fossil boxes the best Holos that I think would get either a 10 or maybe just 9s. Just the best condition ones that I thought were in the boxes. I believe this is a total of 2 Jungle boxes and 3 Fossil boxes worth of Holos that I thought were the best. And let's see what we have. Now, I'm not very hopeful that we'll have a lot of PSA 10s here because I know the conditions of Jungle and Fossil. They're printed pretty rushly. For the most part, it's very rare or hard to get a PSA 10. So my expectations are PSA 9s, probably some PSA 8s or PSA 7s. I think best case scenario, we'll probably find like 1 or 2 PSA 10s, but let's just go with it and see what happens. All right, first up, we have Haunter. First edition Haunter from Fossil. A PSA 8 goes for $79. A PSA 9, $132. PSA 10, $630. And a PSA 9. Okay. So that's $132 for the Haunter. Nice. We have your Kabutops. PSA 8 goes for $60. PSA 9, $144. PSA 10, $504. So these are all the last sales through PWCC Auction House. And we have a PSA 9. So that is $144 for the Kabutops. Lapras. Lapras, first edition Fossil. These are all first edition cards, the Fossil or the Jungle. And Lapras I have PSA 8, $100. PSA 9, $210. And PSA 10 jumps up to $2,750. And we have a PSA 9. Okay, I'll take it. Getting a PSA 10 is so hard on these cards because there's so much foul. There's so much Holo you see right here. There could be anything wrong with it. So I'll take that. Now for these cards, I'll probably, if anything's a PSA 10, I'll probably keep it into my collection. We have another Lapras. But if it's a PSA 9 or lower, I'm probably just going to list them. For PSA 10, I'll probably look to maybe add it to my collection. That's usually the only thing I do collect is PSA 10s. So same guy. Oh, 8.5. Okay. That's pretty random. So 8.5, wasn't expecting that great, so I have no idea what to even say, how much that's worth. Let's just split the difference, so maybe $150. 8.5. We have a Kangaskhan. Now the Kangaskhan's, I believe, go for a little bit more. Because they're hard to get. Because, again, all this Holo foil you have. And now we're switching to Jungle now. This is all over the place. First edition Jungle. PSA 8 is $67. PSA 9, $110. PSA 10, $2,520. I am not expecting a PSA 10. And there you go. PSA 8. That's what I thought. So that is $67. Oh, now we have... Okay, this is really all over the place. Now we have the Blastoise. This is not first edition or Shadowless. It's the regular base set. Now for Blastoise, PSA 8, $150. PSA 9, $300. PSA 10, $2,200. Oh, PSA 9. Okay, I'll take that. $300. I'm not expecting the base set box I did open up. Put too many of the Holos inside there because the condition of the Holos they were pretty rough. That's the $28,000 box I opened up on video, and the Holo conditions were pretty rough overall. So Gyarados, PSA 8, $59. PSA 9, $90. PSA 10, $420. PSA 9. Okay. $90. So the base set box, grading pretty good so far. Alright, now we got the Charizard. Here's the big boy. Big boy Charizard. PSA 8, $480. PSA 9, $900. PSA 10, $9,000 for PSA 10 Charizard. I'm expecting PSA 8. Now, I've never gotten the best grades I've ever gotten on the Charizards. I opened up a first edition base set box. The Charizard I got on that one, I think, was a PSA 6. Because it was a pretty perfect condition card, but the back had a dent. And I was so excited about it, I didn't even notice a dent. When I sent it in, I was expecting a PSA 9 or better, and it came back PSA 6. I was pretty devastated. The Shadowless Charizard I got, that was a PSA 7, so I've never gotten better than a PSA 7 in Charizard. So let's see what we get here. PSA 9. Very nice. That's $900. Such a nice card. Jolteon, one of my favorites from Jungle. Jolteon is PSA 8, $115. PSA 9, $350. And a PSA 10, $2,640. PSA 9. All right, we're doing pretty good. $350 for the PSA 9. Yep, these cards are coming back pretty good. I'm pretty surprised. Kangaskhan. Looks like we're jumping back. I believe that was what? $67, $110, and $2,500. PSA 8. Okay, this guy's so hard to grade. $67. Then over there. Haunter again. Coming back again. So $79, $132, and $630. And a PSA 9. That's $132. Lapras again. I was hoping this would be in order, but apparently I just put them all mixed up. PSA 8, $100, $210, and $2,750 for PSA 10, which I am not expecting. Yeah, PSA 8. That makes sense. $100. Oh, good. Let's just take all the cards, too. That's perfect. Now, my favorite, Raichu. Or Raichu. It's Raichu. I don't care, guys. First edition fossil. We're looking at $103. PSA 9, $150. $1,200 and a PSA 10. PSA 8. $103. Kangaskhan again. I'm going to guess a PSA 8. Yep, PSA 8. How much is this? $67. It would have been great if the cards were more. We're going to Haunter again. See, we're going all over the place. Let's see. PSA 9 for the Haunter. That is $132. We have a Gengar. First edition fossil Gengar. PSA 8, $186. PSA 9, $480. PSA 10, $3,200. That's a lot of hollow foil on here. I'm going to guess PSA 9. PSA 9, $480. Nice, I'll take that. The Haunter again. PSA 9 for the Haunter. That's $132. We have, okay, Alakazam base set. The Alakazam PSA 8 goes for $49. PSA 9, $100. PSA 10, $400. PSA 8, so $49 for the Alakazam. Snorlax. This again is a very hard card to grade. They're all hard. They really are all hard to grade. Snorlax. PSA 8, $118. PSA 9, $500. PSA 10, $7,800. There's not a lot of PSA 10s of this card. It's just like, I think all the cards that have the white background, like Chansey, Snorlax, Clefairy, they're all very hard to grade. So this one is going to be... Okay, Snorlax. We have Snorlax again. And this one is going to be a PSA 8.5. That is random. I don't even have that written down. So let's split the difference between 8 and 9 and go about maybe it's like $200 or $300. Maybe for that. Articuno. The Articuno goes for PSA 8, $89. PSA 9, $504. And a PSA 10, $2,880. PSA 9. Alright, nice. $504 for that one. We have another Gengar. PSA 9. Nice. $480. And lastly, another Gengar. I'm going to guess PSA 8. We've been kind of lucky. Oh, PSA 8. Yeah, I was right. $186. Okay. Nice haul. I'm thinking I'm not going to add any one of these to my collection. Where's that Charizard at? Charizard was nice. Charizard's always a nice card to look at. I'm very surprised by the PSA 9 on this Charizard. I thought at least it would be... I thought it would be at most, I mean, a PSA 8 at best. I knew I wouldn't get any PSA 10s. I was hoping for 1 or 2, but this grader, I guess, was having a not a very nice day. But yeah, I guess I don't really see any whitening on the corners. Maybe that's why I got a PSA 9. Alright, now we have our surprise Beckett. We're going to try and go for a black label. Now, ever since, so now I've been getting back into Pokemon and the cards again, because a lot of interest grew in my channel. I don't know, it just came out of nowhere from the Shadowless box. The video just blew up. I've been looking through all my cards now. I looked through all the Shadowless cards I had to try and see if I can get a black label, because now I know how they grade, and I thought that maybe I know what they're looking for, so I won't waste my time sending in cards anymore. So I sent in a Pikachu Red Cheeks Shadowless card. Now, if this is the first ever Beckett black label card, it'd be worth a lot of money. Pikachu's one of the most desirable cards, let alone a Red Cheeks Pikachu. I think this card could be between, I don't know, 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand. It could get nuts, because it's the only one. I haven't checked the pop reports, but I'm pretty sure this would be the only black label for the 1999 cards in existence. Out of first edition, out of base set, out of fossil, out of jungle, out of all of them. This would be the first black label. That's why I have pretty big doubts that this is going to be a black label. And it's a 9.5. I pretty much knew it was not going to be a black label, but we tried. You see this card graded really well, so I'm glad that at least now I'm really getting a hang of what they're looking for. Because you got a centering of 10, edges 9.5, corners 9.5, surface 10. This is a pretty pristine Pikachu. Pretty pristine. I mean, yeah. This almost got the gold label 10. We were one. If one of these was a 10, we would have gotten a gold label 10. Now, there are a few gold label 10s out there. This is one I'll probably add to my collection. I'll just keep this one. This is pretty rare. Having such a good... Now, the 9.5 isn't very rare, but having the grading like that, being only one shy of a gold label 10, that's pretty good. But this might be a video... Actually, this might be a great video idea of me opening this one up and sending it back in and seeing what they'll say. Because it's all opinions. And it's all just the opinions and feelings of the grader on that day. Alright, so that was kind of fun. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and smash that like button. And thanks for watching.